Do you know a company that has grown 15,000% since 2001? It is also the first trillion-dollar US company in history. Interested to know the name and other details of such a company? Well, it is the most famous company that we know today, Apple Incorporated.
Apple has top 3 individual insider shareholders. Arthur Levinson. Arthur Levinson owns 4,592,140 shares of Apple stock as of December 28, 2020. Levinson has been the chair of the board of Apple since 2011 and a co-lead director since 2005, having originally joined in the year 2000. Tim Cook. Tim Cook owns 837,374 shares of Apple stock, representing 0.0. Apple has top 3 individual insider shareholders. Arthur Levinson. Arthur Levinson owns 4,592,140 shares of Apple stock as of December 28, 2020. Levinson has been the chair of the board of Apple since 2011 and a co-lead director since 2005, having originally joined in the year 2000. Tim Cook. Tim Cook owns 837,374 shares of Apple stock, representing 0.02% of all outstanding shares. Cook rose to CEO of Apple in the year 2011 after the death of founder and longtime CEO Steve Jobs. Cook, who arrived at Apple in the year 1998, was the chief operating officer responsible for all worldwide sales and operations. Cook also headed Apple's Macintosh division and played a key role in the continued development of strategic reseller and supplier relationships. Lastly, Jeff Williams. Jeff Williams, who is the chief operating officer at Apple, owns 489,260 shares of Apple stock as of December 28, 2020. Williams oversees Apple's global operations and the development of Apple Watch and Apple's health initiatives. The top 3 institutional investors own in total slightly more than 20% of the outstanding common stock for Apple as of December 28, 2020. Vanguard Group, Incorporated. Vanguard S&P 500 ETF VOO is one of the company's largest exchange-traded funds, with about $636 billion in net assets. Apple is the number one holding, comprising 6.7% of the VOO profile as of December 31, 2020. Next in line, we have BlackRock Incorporated. BlackRock is primarily a mutual fund and an ETF management company with approximately $8.67 trillion in assets under management. Apple is the second largest holding, comprising 6.70% of the IVV. Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated. Berkshire Hathaway owns more than 1 billion shares of Apple, representing 5.96% of total share outstanding. Led by billionaire investor Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway is a diverse holding company with investment in a broad range of industries, including insurance, railroads, gas, and electric. Berkshire Hathaway owns more than 1 billion shares of Apple, representing 5.96% of total share outstanding. Led by billionaire investor Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway is a diverse holding company with investment in a broad range of industries, including insurance, railroads, gas and electric utilities, and more. The company, which reported over $30 billion in earnings as of September 30, 2020, also holds a sizable portfolio of equity securities valued at hundreds of billions of dollars. Value proposition. The experience is the product. Even in today's oversaturated consumer electronics marketplace, it's hard to imagine a more iconic product than the Apple iPhone. It's also difficult to imagine a product with as much as competition as Apple's flagship mobile device. So what sets the iPhone apart from the literally hundreds of competing devices on the market? As you'd probably expect from Apple, a firm renowned as much for its commitment to sleek, elegant product design as its actual products, Apple firmly reiterates its value proposition in the copy about its iPhone range of products, specifically the design of the product itself, the ease of use that has been a cornerstone of Apple's design aesthetic since the launch of OS X, and the aspirational qualities that an iPhone supposedly offers the user. This aspirational messaging is Apple's value proposition. Apple understands that even focusing on the unique features of iPhone wouldn't be enough to distinguish the device in such a crowded environment. By emphasizing the overall experience of using the device, however, Apple's value proposition is as unique as its approach to product design and aesthetic. Human resource. The key people who work for Apple are at the marketing, technical, and staff positions. The primary objective of the company is to attract and retain its employees. To achieve this, the company has employed different strategic human resource practices to attract skilled professionals. Apple is interested in maximizing the effort of its workplace by investing in their skills. The company recognizes human capital as a vital element for overall competitiveness. The human resources are the driving force towards its development strategy. As much as the firm has capitalized on the competencies of its staff with the primary objectives of achieving competitive advantage in the market, the great talents and people management approaches used in the company have enabled it to become the most innovative firm in the consumer electronics industry. Apple's tangible resources. 1. Massive technical patents. 2. Apple stores. 3. Tailored hardware and software system. 4. Well-fortified and globally supply chain. Intangible resources. Industrial design capability. 2. Steve Jobs' vision. 3. Relations with original equipment manufacturers. 4. Talented software development team. And lastly, 5. The patent. Starting off for the external environment is knowing Apple's competitors. They are Samsung, Microsoft, Dell, Lenovo, HP, Sony, Asus, Xiaomi, and Huawei. Among them all, who is Apple's biggest competitor? The biggest competitor of Apple is Samsung, which is positioned as the largest smartphone company, accounting 21% of the global market. In the same segment, Apple is in the third place with 13% of the share thanks to its flagship product, the iPhone. How the company makes money. Apple's main source of income is the selling of products such as smartphones, tablets, and personal computers. The iPhone is its in line of smartphones that are based on iOS and every year releases new editions. In 2019, it was positioned as the second most sold smartphone worldwide behind Samsung, generating net sales of $142.3 billion. Services. Services are Apple's second source of income, which generated $46.2 billion in 2019. They allow customers to find and download applications and content such as books, music, videos, games, and podcasts, and include platforms like the App Store, the Mac App Store, the TV App Store, and the Watch App Store. It operates streaming services such as Apple Music and Apple TV, which was released in November 2019 and offers original content competing with companies like Netflix. Let us know more of its customers. The company's customers are primarily in the consumer, small and medium enterprises, education, and government markets. The company sells its products and resells third-party products in most of its majority markets directly to consumers and small and medium businesses through its retail and online stores and its direct sales force. Why do Apple stand apart from the competition? First is they think different and be different. The first way Apple sets itself apart from the crowd is to think different and not let what others do impact the products or services that they themselves create and bring to the market. Second is being a team player. There is another important way that Apple sets themselves apart from their competitors, and that is in the way they run and control their own company. Apple has one central executive committee that works together seamlessly to design products and makes decisions on how the company moves forward. The third reason Apple is set apart from their competitors is design. At the Fortune Tech Conference in Aspen, former Apple executive Tony Fadell summed it up pretty well. He told his stellar audience that great design principles are pervasive in the Apple DNA. Why is there a need to buy Apple products? First, safe and secure. Apple products are believed to be very secure and safe from all scammers and phishers. Second, innovation. Apple tends to give its customers what they want before they even want. Next, easy to learn and use. Apple products are easier to use as compared to other PCs.
Do you want to know what Apple can buy with its cash reserve? Yes. Apple can buy Netflix, Uber, Tesla, Twitter, and Snapchat, and still save $150 billion? Amazing. Apple can also pay education loans of 8.8 million American students. Do you also believe that Apple can give $35 to every person on Earth with 7.6 billion people? Apple can buy all NFL teams, NBA teams, MLB teams, NHL teams, and still save $80 billion. With its cash reserve, Apple has more cash than individual GDP of Finland, New Zealand, Portugal, Chile, and tons of other nations. Lastly, Apple can buy Toyota, BMW, Tesla, and many other car makers. It cannot be denied how successful Apple is throughout the years. We hope that Apple will still continue to provide quality service and satisfaction for their customers.